Finally, BMW is successful in IMSA in 2025. During the Motul Sports Car Grand Prix, BMW achieved their best result of the season, hailed by a perfectly executed strategy from the team and strong pace by the Yem Hybrid V8 cars across the whole weekend. Spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the race, but BMW got the overall win. And not just that, but a 1-2 result in GTP for the very first time this season. But how did BMW and Team RLL pull off this incredible accomplishment at Road America? And what does this perfect race mean for the German manufacturer going forward for the remainder of 2025? Well, in this video, I'll be breaking down all the details. BMW and Team RLL's first overall win of the season comes off of very difficult news for Rahal Letterman-Lenigan. And that is that BMW and Team RLL will split following the 2025 season, which ends a 17-year-long partnership between the two brands. And you can catch up on all the latest info on that story by watching this video, which you can check out at the end of this one. Up until the 8th round at Road America, it's safe to say that BMW had a tricky season in IMSA GTP. But to be clear, that wasn't because of the performance of the M Hybrid V8, as it was more because of strategy execution errors from the team, and they also found themselves in uniquely unlucky circumstances. For the first 4 rounds equally with Porsche, BMW arguably had one of the quickest cars in the field, which was proven by Dries Vanthoor qualifying on pole for 4 consecutive races from the events at Daytona till Laguna Seca. However, as I already mentioned, mistakes and unfortunate situations prevented the German manufacturer from converting their qualifying form into the same race result, as BMW could only manage to secure 2 third-place finishes out of their 4 consecutive poles. But that was all about to change here at Road America. During the very beginning of the race weekend, we got small indications of BMW having a strong weekend at Road America. First of all, they were positively affected by the balance of performance on both power and weight, and the number 24 car even went fastest in practice too. And in qualifying, it became clear that the German manufacturer truly had the pace here in Wisconsin. BMW became the dark horse in the weekend, as even though it was Acura who qualified on top with Nick Yaloli in the number 93 Meyer-Shank Racing car, and that team was getting all the attention in qualifying, it was BMW who occupied the other positions in the top 3, with Sheldon van der Linde qualifying on the front row in the number 25 BMW, while Dries Vanthoor put the 24 in 3rd. Once this race got going, up at the front, Nick Yaloli held the lead in the number 93 Acura heading into turn 1, while the 2 BMW M Hybrid V8s continued to stay in 2nd and 3rd, which was where they had qualified earlier. Despite proving that they were capable of winning here at Road America, BMW was not quite able to overtake Acura and Meyer-Shank Racing for the lead yet. But they were staying consistent on pace, strategy, and reliability with their 2 LMDH entries. But it was clear that if BMW was going to win this race, they would need to beat Acura, as the number 60 and number 93 Meyer-Shank Racing cars were really performing well here at Road America, while their other rivals, Porsche, Cadillac, and Aston Martin, ultimately didn't have the outright pace to challenge the German manufacturer for the win. Throughout this race, the key factor as to why BMW was eventually able to win were because of the yellow flags that were called out on track, which were interrupting running due to various incidents happening out on track. This, of course, had a direct impact on the field and ultimately would sway the leaderboard in all classes, with some teams getting good and bad luck from the caution periods. The point the race won towards BMW in GTP was during the 5th caution period, and ultimately this was the point that would secure BMW and Team RLL the victory here at Road America. You see, what had happened was that in the final hour, the GTP teams were planning their final pit stops of the race, And the decision that changed everything was when BMW M Team RLL went for the undercut strategy and pit their M Hybrid V8s early for the final mandatory stops. About 7 minutes later, the fifth full course yellow came around due to an incident involving one of the Cadillac V Series R entries. And while nearly all the rivaling GTP competitors pit under the caution, the two BMW cars cycled right to the front into positions 1 and 2, while Austrian racer and 24 Hours of Spa winner Philippine took the lead in the number 24 M Hybrid V8. Finally, a stroke of luck and a great strategy. The undercut strategy and the lucky circumstance prevented the other cars like the pole-sitting number 93 Acura from catching the BMWs, which eventually resulted in Philippine crossing the line in first in the number 24 BMW M Hybrid V8, as the teammates Philippine and Dries Vanthoor took the win of the Motul Sports Car Grand Prix at Road America, while Sheldon van der Linde and Marco Wittmann brought the number 25 home in second to complete a miraculous 1-2 for the German brand. This was a phenomenal win and a well-deserved one after so many opportunities were taken away for BMW to win an IMSA race in 2025. And in fact, it's important for me to mention that there wasn't just celebrations for BMW in GTP, but also in the GTD Pro class, as Madison Snow and Neil Verhagen went to victory lane with their team Paul Miller Racing, as the number 1 BMW M4 won the race in that class. For BMW M Team RLL, this overall victory in the prototype class was a sigh of relief, and they did it in fashion here at Road America with a 1-2 result, the 24 ahead of the 25. And now, Rahal Letterman Lanigan heads into their home race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, coming off of a win and looking to repeat their same success at Indy from the year before. I also want to highlight that finally Dries Vanthoor and Philippine won a race in 2025. They have had so many unlucky moments throughout the year, with 4 consecutive poles delivering 0 victories, and they fully deserve this result after so many times of trying to win. Also, this win marks Dries Vanthoor's first ever prototype win with BMW out of both of his IMSA and WEC starts since joining the M Hybrid V8 program in 2024. And the result for BMW gave the Bavarian-based manufacturer their 3rd win in IMSA GTP, after taking 2 other wins at Watkins Glen in 2023 and at Indianapolis in 2024, as I alluded to earlier. Because of this result, Vanthoor and Eanes number 24 BMW moves into 3rd in the GTP Teams Championship and closes the gap to the leading Porsche 963s, while the number 25 has also moved further up the leaderboard into 7th in the standings, while BMW has also jumped ahead of Cadillac in the Manufacturers' Championship of IMSA into 3rd place, and they are now firmly back in the championship winning picture with Acura, Porsche, and Cadillac. But now I want to know, what are your thoughts on BMW's 1-2 result at Road America? Will the German brand pick up more wins throughout the final 2 IMSA rounds in 2025? Well, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments below.